everyone, I'm Cymatics, and we are here with Deadzone Rogue, not the demo, the full release. Already this game was, in my opinion, a actual playable experience, even as a demo. I can only imagine that it's gonna be even cooler now that it's a full game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into normal mode for the general experience of the game, and maybe I'll increase the difficulty of the game when I get further on, but for now, we're just gonna go with this. So obviously there have been a couple of changes, but I'm not fully sure what all these changes are going to be. I'm imagining more abilities, more weapons, more armor, maybe? I have no idea. But I guess we'll find out very soon. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I can actually zoom in and out when aiming as well. Awesome. Got some extra gear. Fantastic. Okay, yeah. Actually, we have already a couple of UI changes. Notably speaking, the grenade is a lot easier to tell when it is on and off cooldown, which very helpful. Ooh, that looks new. Okay, we will be taking the pulsar. So our first weapon looks like it's a fire weapon. So I will be looking for fire augmentation in the future. This shouldn't be too big of a problem. How many levels do I need to go through? 30 of them. Not bad. And I also imagine that there is going to be a larger array of missions to be going through. We'll go with tea leaves for increased proc chances. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, they can actually... Oh dear. Ha! Hey. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that you were going to be able to jump me. Like, actually, that wasn't part of this experience beforehand. Oh my gosh. All right, oh, right. Melee weapons. Are there going to be more melee weapons? Because previously, there were only two kinds, being the stabby dagger and the big swinging axe. We'll go aiming. Aiming elemental.
This looks important.
Sure does, buddy. It's how I get my equipment to be higher level. Okay, we'll just upgrade the pulsar for now, because that is my main source of damage. And yeah, we do now have the aiming augmentation. For extra proc chance, typically I take the ammo augmentation, no matter what the ammo necessarily does for me, because ammo is just really important. But hey, I'm down to try new stuff. Though I would prefer to have a little bit more firepower than what I have at this current moment. But hey, you know, oh wait, actually that did quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna need some upgraded weaponry, like, pretty soon, if that damage can be at all consistent, right? We'll do Hero Mask. So anytime my clip is half empty, I can do some extra crit damage. There we go. Much better. Much better. Also, this game is supposed to be multiplayer. So I would love to be able to play this with some other people. However, for whatever reason, they just haven't wanted to play the game. Not sure completely why, but hey, you know, I find the game fun. Maybe it's not quite up their alley, which is okay. Alright, your proc chance against targets within 10 meters is improved by 30%. Oh, that's actually very nice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the glow sticks. I thought those were batons. We're going to want to get rid of that field so we don't have to deal with immortality anytime soon. Not being able to shoot at certain enemies is a huge problem, because if I'm not able to shoot at them, that means I'm not actually able to deal with them in the first place. And if I'm not able to deal with them, they're going to figure out how to deal with me a lot quicker. I believe, however, this should be the first upgrade station that we actually get to see. What's this perk? Fire damage applies burn, which increases all damage dealt to the target by 10% for 5 seconds. Whoa, I feel like that's better than it used to be. All fire damage is increased. Hell yeah. That's a double increase because the burning already... Oh. Is that Earth? That's Earth. I think that's Earth.
Let's see what they've got.
Rampage, secondary weapon. Don't mind if I do. I would gladly take this. Oh, wait. This isn't what I thought it was. It's a shotgun, yeah, but I thought that this was a different sort of weapon. I thought this was the two-shot weapon, but it is very clearly not. Now we have 2 weapons that have burning affixes, which should mean I can deal quite a bit more damage now than I used to be able to. Making sure to continue aiming is going to be my biggest thing, because that's where a lot of my damage is actually coming from. At least for now. Intrude these. I don't know what blew... I guess I blew that up with my terrible joke. Yeah, my bad. Didn't mean to do that, I guess. Alright, let's take a upgrade here. Your crit hit chance is increased by 20%. That actually might help quite a bit. Alright, we're just going to sit back here and wait to be able to shoot that within your effective range. There we go. Come on! I know my aim's bad, but it can't be that bad. Get this out. Sentry going down. And one more enemy, I think. No, there's actually another one. Hold on. I may as well just use the shotgun for this. Okay, I have 2 weapons I'm actually okay with using right now. That's good. We're going to take magnetic disc to get a better...
Not a bad view, really.
Pickup range on scrap, and also increase my overall damage output when I pick it up. It seems like this is a very different looking area. Yeah, I feel like this used to be a very different area altogether. Okay, the tendrils I'm thinking are going to be actually very good on this build. See, I'm not spec'd into Void, however, Void still can give me some very nice damage increases. Reason being, Void can make any damage that I deal to one enemy apply to any adjacent enemy that is also affected by the Void. So if I hit 3 enemies with the Void Grenade, and I shot one of them, at least 30% of that damage that went to the one that I'm shooting at will also be applied to the other guys that were affected by the Void. So it's a nice bit of additional damage that I might not have been able to get earlier. We're going to take Shield Optimizer. I should probably really try and go for a grenade build, because I think it'd be fun. Just haven't really gone into it yet. Better Void. Ooh, that's also a pretty good proc, because... So the other thing to note about this game is each weapon has different abilities attached to them, including what their elemental abilities are. So, for example, burning weapons, they can have a chance to explode enemies, like you just saw, burn enemies, and do other shenanigans. Void weapons have the chance, can have the chance to do the damage sharing effect I was just talking about. But what they can also do, is bunch the enemies up in a black hole like what you just saw. Both effects are really good, because if you can bunch all your enemies up and then I can get an explosion to proc, all of those enemies in that area will take the explosion damage. We'll take locked and loaded, because I'm actually okay with using both of my weapons. Now let's see, what do I have over here? Possibly a better pulsar, but my pulsar already is pretty good as it is. So we'll upgrade this. Ammo refund. Hits have a 3% chance to refund ammo. Not bad, and we'll upgrade it. This. Passive reload. Killing an enemy reloads your unequipped weapon. That's great. So pretty much what that means is I want to use my primary as frequently as possible, and then when I run out of ammo, I switch over to my secondary.
Or something nearby.
And when I switch to my secondary, if I get even a single kill, my primary will be completely back up, ensuring that I have at least a semi-decent uptime on my primary weapon, which is very nice. There we go. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, this is very nice. I'm really liking this build already. Whoa! Don't you even try it, dude. You are an elite, which is a little bit of a problem, though. Not that big of a problem, but a little bit of one. In theory, the way that this build should work is the only weapon I need to actually reload is my secondary shotgun. But that requires me to actually get to that point in the first place. Ooh, probability cube. Really do like that. If I ever find a weapon that I would prefer using over the pulsar, I can just re-roll the affixes to make, or to get something that I would prefer to have. Okay. We'll just switch over weapon right now. Oh, wait, that actually didn't give me the reload that I was looking for. Well. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get you to a good spot for shooting. There we are. Not too shabby. Increase movement speed so I can close the distance a little bit easier. Enemies drop 20% more scrap. That's actually very nice. You deal more damage to enemies below half health. That's also nice. Your movement speed is increased for each enemy. No, we're going to do remote gatherer, because I gain bonuses for picking up scrap. And if I'm gaining bonuses for picking up scrap, then that means if I'm automatically picking it up, that's even better. Okay. Don't you even try it, buddy. So the Rampage is actually still doing pretty good for us. I couldn't switch over to void damage because I just can't right now, because I'm locked into fire. Deal an additional 25% weak point damage to burning enemies. All fire damage is increased by 15%. That might be pretty good. Ooh, power routing though. When your shields are not cracked, your cooldowns are lowered by 15%, and every kill restores 2 shields. Increases shields by 15%. Basically what that means is I'm able to infinitely have shield as long as I'm able to kill things. Ooh, that is a pretty... Ooh, I really do like the sound of this weapon, though. That's a really good weapon. We'll maintain the pulsar and the Rampage for now, but, like, that minigun, oh, I really do like it. It's just so reliable, like, and I was almost very stupid and thought that it was an unreliable weapon because of the wind-up required for it. No, it's incredibly reliable because you can wind the weapon up before firing. It's a very good weapon. I think it's just so good. And maybe they did some patches, like balance patches and stuff like that, but I'm not fully sure what they changed, if they changed anything. Okay. Come on! There we are. Shield already back up. And peek you so you don't actually shoot me. We have increased armor now due to our gloves, which is great. Ooh, we'll take Salt Shaker to increase our damage in case we do get a weak point attack. Makes me think I probably should have gone with the fire increase earlier, because it would have allowed me to do more weak point damage on top of that. But oh well. There we go. We're actually looking pretty good. Lifesteal, actually. Don't mind if I do. I would... Well, I know I was talking about, like, synergies in different sorts of elemental affixes. However, it is fire. I do get to do way more damage with it. We'll go with front load. So anytime...
Some kind of communication room. Maybe I can call for help.
So anytime I use my shotgun, I can do a little bit more damage, hopefully to recharge my gun quicker. There we go. This is working really well. Wait, where are you? There you are. You get down here. I don't think that you really understand who you're messing with. You're messing with an absolute genius in first-person shooters, and by that I mean, slightly above average,
no
and that's
luck
it.
Calling for help. The system is on complete lockdown.
Figures. Ooh, wildfire. Burn now lasts for an additional 2 seconds. Not the main part of this. When applying burn to target, it will also spread burn to other enemies within 5 meters, and all fire damage is increased by 20%. Basically meaning I do increase damage to everything around the burning target as well. Ooh, this is a primary. We'll go ahead and take the arc blade. Let's see what this is. I'm down. This is actually going really well. Ooh. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. This has got to do something. Come on, come on, come on. Whew. I know that you do a lot of damage. I don't want to have to deal with you. Bam. Come on. Around the shield. Around the shield. Around the shield. Wrist veins. I may as well take that to increase, so I can do increased melee weapon damage, even if it isn't my primary objective.
What's this? A log entry?
Oh, it is a log entry. All right, I'll be reading that very soon. Let's take down this. Yep, just wanted to make sure that at least one of the elites that I could deal with was dealt with immediately. And not the one with the shield, because the shield is going to be a far larger problem than the sniper bot at close range. Here we go. Ooh, spark plug might actually be pretty good. Yeah, we'll actually take the spark plug. Just so I have another way of getting my ammo back.
Wonder what's on tap.
Good one, buddy. Okay. Similar idea. We want to get at least one of these elites dealt with immediately. That one, gotta go. I might want to upgrade my secondary weapon very soon. It seems like it's falling off just a little bit in terms of damage, which I prefer it not to be doing. We'll do Inferno, which will increase my damage whenever I kill a burning enemy.
Maybe I can find some help.
I'm pretty sure that this is an elite fight. Yeah, it is, and it's these ugly jerks. Don't exactly like them. I think that I have at the very minimum, a decent bit of damage to pull from, though. Alright! Dodge over here. Not good, not good, not good. Whoa! Cannot let you hit me. If I let you hit me, I may as well be dead. Get out of here! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Ah! Out of here, please! No! Ah! I didn't take nearly as much damage as I thought I would, though. Ooh! Searing exposure is back. Deal an additional 25% weak point damage to burning enemies. All fire damage increased. Yes. I'm so good with that.
I killed that thing. That was messed up.
Yeah, you're right. I'd have to spend so much on upgrading this, I may as well not even do it. I'd be better off just trying to find a new chest piece than upgrade that chest piece.
This can't be good.
No, you're right. It certainly can't be. Okay. Got an elite over here, but we also have a healer. We're gonna get the healer dealt with immediately, because that could not possibly be a good thing for me to have to deal with. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot to read the log. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I think that this is the main build I should probably be looking for if I'm not going for ammo. Anything that allows me to just increase my general uptime, the better. Because even if I'm missing my shots, it's better than not being able to fire at all. Plus, there's also the chance that I just don't miss my shots. Ooh, increased damage, though. I actually am going to be taking that. The armor rating is nice, but I want damage. Oh, but these are even better. Okay, I'm leaving both of them behind. Command trophy, deal additional damage to elite enemies. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and test this out immediately. 600 burst damage? I mean, that's gonna be difficult to heal up quick. You know how I was saying that I might need to switch out my secondary because it's fallen off in damage? That might not even be true. Yeah, hold on. Where's the log? There it is. Our illustrious CEO is requiring us all to message post throughout the workday. I've been informed I should refrain from ridiculing this initiative, but I find it profoundly superfluous. My laboratory documentation is, as always, meticulous and self-explanatory. This is Dr. Victor R. Ooh, tourniquet. Makes me immune to damage for 2 seconds after I...
Maybe someone in here survived.
Get dropped to 25%. Okay. That should be the last one. We'll take ascending swap, so whenever I switch my weapons for a little bit...
I have a brig on a colony ship. Space crime?
I don't know. But there's certainly that beautiful planet Earth. What was I saying? Oh, right. I do extra damage now when I switch over to my other weapon. Oh, you're being healed. That's a drag. But I'm fine. It seems like we've mostly fixed the problem that I was having a little bit earlier. I wasn't quite able to burst down enemies as quickly as I needed to. I'm able to do it. Safety scissors, killing an enemy with your melee weapon will automatically reload the magazines of your equipped weapon. That'll be decent because it's just another way for me to get more ammo back. Uh-oh. We're switching this on immediately because I know that I'm looking for a chest piece. Uh-oh. Ooh. Good. Yeah, I think it's the increased elemental damage that's given me a little bit of an edge here. Don't try it. You have to get closer to me in order to actually do damage. Elemental Atwinator, I think that's how you say that. Gain 5% up to 50% maximum elemental damage when killing an enemy afflicted or affected by an elemental debuff for 10 seconds. If we remember earlier, we have Wildfire, which makes it to where enemies close to each other that are affected with burn are also affected with burn. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this thing. Okay. Perfect. Uh-oh! Oh, yeah! Yikes! That was almost bad. Oh, gosh, get out of the sky. Ooh, Maglink. That'll also do pretty good. Whenever I switch weapons, I do increase damage, and also, I do not use any of my ammo. Ooh, upgrade quality. We will upgrade the quality of our impact grenade and the level of our rampage, our shotgun. And oh well, I guess I'll just upgrade my my dagger as well. I feel like that's going to be more important than changing its affix at this point in the game. Just making sure that it is as powerful as it can possibly be. Whoa! Hey! Not very nice of you to be sneaking up on me. Hey! Stop it! Dude! Not cool. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah! Oh! Both of these are really good. Monocle, while you are aiming, your movement speed is increased by 35% and you deal 20% more damage. That's very good because of my augments at the current moment. Stimulant auto injector. Your fire rate is increased by 20%. 20% more damage. Movement speed increase. I'll take the monocle. Because I already have to be aiming in the first place to get my damage increases. Or to get my proc chances. There we go. Oh, wait. You're a problem. Okay, and I can't even fight back on those guys. We got the big elite. You shouldn't be that big of a problem, though. As long as you don't have backup. And you just got backup. There's a healer right behind you. Take the healer out. Cripples the forces. Okay, perfect. And now, finally, we will take Overcharge Driver. After shields are fully recharged, you gain a 20% bonus to movement speed, reload speed, and fire rate for 5 seconds. Increase shields by 15%. If I ever do take some damage, which I believe it's a little inevitable, I'll be able to heal the shields back up pretty quickly, at the very least, which will give me extra damage. Whoa! Okay, this is going badly. Ah! Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. What I did, however, get was a bunch of currency to upgrade myself.
Did I just die? How did I get back here?
I don't know, buddy, but you are gonna see... Ooh. Superior items? Synergies? Oh, that's gonna be cool, isn't it? But, for now, that will be today's episode. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. I love this game. It's really cool. I wanted to make sure that, before I started playing it by myself, I could show you guys where the starting position was, and just how quickly things can snowball if you get the right equipment and just see how things can go like that. But Again, for now, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. So goodbye!